All right, the video we've all been waiting for. How do you know if somebody is healthy? That's how we got to this series in the first place. In the context of, well, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody and you want them to be healthy, how would you know if they're healthy? Well, in Enneagram world, one of the clues that somebody is really healthy is they're not acting like their Enneagram type. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with the gifts of your Enneagram type. No matter what your type is, it has some really amazing skills and positive traits associated with it. And you're never going to fully escape that. And we don't want you to escape that. We want you to bring that to the table and share that with the world to bring about, love and restoration and healing in this world. But all of our Enneagram types have dark sides or shadow sides that can hold us back and distract us from the present moment and what we are being guided to do in the present moment. So the healthier we are, the more we catch ourselves in the act of our Enneagram number. So it's like when you start becoming aware of what it is that sets you off or triggers your number to start taking control of you, or the more you practice Enneagram and learn about yourself and your type, the more you will start recognizing when you're starting to get off kilter a little bit. And then the skill is, and we've talked about this in previous videos, I would use the word pray, which you can just simply mean praying to your higher power to guide you into a better way of being in the moment. Whenever you're being triggered, to say, what's really going on here? Or that's also an acronym that I've used in previous videos for pause, recognize what's happening, ask God what a better response would be, and yield to that better response. PRAY. Pause, recognize, ask, yield. And you don't have to be a religious person to do this. This is seriously, you could use your conscience, right? Always let your conscience be your guide. So the more you practice this, the more it's in your awareness, the easier it will be to catch yourself in this. And that's why I do Enneagram work. This has revolutionized my life because I'm not stuck in 7 world anymore. And there are times when I love being a 7 and where it serves me and those around me, but lots of times it doesn't. And another thing that is a clue to a healthy person is they are using their lines and their wings more, especially their lines. Because lines means if you look at the Enneagram symbol, every number has 2 lines radiating out from it. Those 2 lines, in some ways, they're your growth and your disintegration path. But for today's video, if you haven't ever heard this, I guess this new concept, both of the numbers that radiate out from your number are potentially your growth numbers. So, and I mean, they are your lifelines. So as a 7, right? The 2 lines that come off of me are 1 and 5. 1 and 5. In a sense, there's like nothing more different from a 7 than a 1 or a 5. When you first learn those lines, I can tell you, you're going to throw up in your mouth a little bit, right? Because I was like, I don't want to be like a 1 or a 5. I want to be fun. Fun, it lasts for a little bit, but realistically, the discipline that comes from 1, the self-control, the awareness that I'm not like an island unto myself is super helpful for me to use that 1 line, to be able to teach. These videos are sponsored by my 1 line. Also the 5 though, 5s go deep and they focus. And for a scattered 7, that's also a lifeline to recognize that I do have a very active mind. And if I don't harness it, it'll go in a million directions and do nothing good. It'll be so diffused that it won't do anything good. But I've been able to learn to focus on a few topics, Enneagram being one of them, and deep dive, which is really 5 space. That's not 7 space. So that's just an example for type 7s, but no matter what your Enneagram number is, the 2 lines that connect to it, those are your integration points. And the more you integrate the strong suits of those behaviors and combine them with the strong suit of your own number, that's what the healthiest version of you looks like. That's dynamite. That's such a game changer. And that's what we're looking for growth. And that's your target. Presence, we mentioned this in the last video, your ability to be present to this moment, not stuck in the past. Some Enneagram numbers tend to be stuck in the past. Other Enneagram numbers seem to be stuck in the future, and some kind of waffle back and forth. But anyway, we don't want to be stuck anywhere but here and now. We want to be present to this moment. So a healthy person can be present to this moment and then can ask, how should I show up? What is required of me here? What would be good? What would be helpful? What would be true? What would be edifying to others? What would bring love and healing and restoration and kindness and joy and abundance to this moment? And learning to respond to that, that's what a healthy person looks like. And so there's a lot of balance in the healthy situation, meaning we're pulling from the healthy sides of all different kinds of Enneagram types. We're using our wings, we're using our lines, we're using our main number, we're using our trinotype. And that's why I have mentioned that when somebody is really healthy, it's tricky to know their Enneagram number. Or even if they tell you their Enneagram number, you might be like, wow, you don't seem like that one. But, that's somebody that has learned to not be held hostage by their Enneagram number. So their Enneagram number isn't using them, they are using it. And that's what a healthy person looks like. So if you are still single and you are looking for a partner, the clue is you want to be with somebody who's not stuck in their Enneagram type. If their type is written all over their face, or if your type is written all over your face and you're constantly showing up that way, that means we still have work to do, and that's fine. And it's not work to do like punishing, following rules. It's not that. It's an invitation to a more expansive, abundant, wise way of being. It's having a much broader toolkit to approach life with. It's an integration of your body intelligence, your heart intelligence, and your head intelligence. It's showing up with all systems firing as a complete human and being able to bring about goodness and truth and positive change in that space. That's what healthy people do. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like. And if you're interested in personal coaching, contact me because I also offer that.